Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Micks Mowers. In today's episode, we're going to be putting the cylinder back into the mower. It's just come back from the shop and it's looking absolutely spanking, nice and sharp. The company that did it is called Chichester Garden Machinery. There's a little tiny banner of their company just there. They're based in Chichester in West Sussex. They charged me 40 quid to have the cylinder and back blade adjusted together. And they advised me that the cylinder is about 3/4 way through its lifespan. So probably will take about another 1 or 2 grinds maximum before I'd have to be looking for another cylinder. But I had it for about a week and a half, which is not bad, all things considered, because normally most garden places you have to wait 2 or 3 weeks just to have your mower looked at. But I did it on a quite quick turnaround, which is absolutely brilliant, just after the lockdown, so super happy with that. It's come back and it does look super good, as I say, and they're super friendly and very approachable, so go and check them out. As I say, they're in Chichester in West Sussex and they're called Chichester Garden Machinery, and they do cylinder sharpening and all types of lawnmower servicing and repair and sales, so go and check them out. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's have a look at the cylinder, see if we can't get it fitted to a lawnmower. Okay, so now the cylinder is now back from grinding. There it all is. It's got to be set up yet, but you see it's nice and new. It's about 3/4 use been taken off of these blades due to the age. You can't go much lower than this lip just here. So there's not a lot of meat on the bone. I've been advised to start to look for a new cylinder, but it's good enough for what I need. So I've got a few marks here. I might just paint this bit here black, just to or put a bit of rubber in there, so just to try and protect the machine. I'll have to repaint it again, but it's just where it's been marked. So all I'm going to do is just slacken off these bolts, just so I can prise open slightly the machine in order to get that cylinder in. Let me just grab a 1/2-inch spanner. It should be that one there. 12mm will do. And all I'm going to do is just literally going to open this spindle up so that I can get these this cylinder into place. I don't really want to slacken it too much. I don't need a lot of room, just need to be able to get in there. So slacken that one off and slacken this one off. And that'll give me just a bit more breathing space. Right, I've just removed the bottom spindle just so I can get this blade up into place, or this cylinder up into place, because there is quite a bit of movement on this cylinder where you're trying to fix it in. See that movement in there? And that's all got to be pressed in as best we can get it. So a bit of jiggery pokery, this should slide in, but it's going to mark the paint in bits and pieces as I put it in. So I could do another pair of hands, really, to be honest. That's the truth. We'll try and manage as we are. Oh, put that in there so it rests on that, and then try and have that over as best we can. Once it levels up, it shouldn't be too bad. It's got to be about there, that's where it wants to be. Oh gosh. Problem is it's sharp too. But we're getting there, you get the idea. Bit of I might get a pry bar in there, bit of prying it over and what have you. Get the idea though. Try and split it, say 2-man job really. And then you can then put it into place and then put the bolts in. So let me get a pry bar, I'll try and prise it over, try and knit the bolts up, and I'll come back. Okay, so now the cylinder is now in place. I've got to adjust the bottom blade of the cylinder because it's now striking the bottom blade. But I did say that you can't adjust it until it's on the machine because there's so much moving about. So there's 2 bolts, one here and one here. I'm going to slacken them off until the blade is clear, and then bring them down both together. What's important is you've got to bring them down evenly. You can't just do one up and then the other one up. Bring them both down together, and then it should just literally just kiss this blade as it goes. And once that's done, that will then spin freely. What I don't want to do at the moment is spin it too much and knacker up the good work they've done to grind this cylinder up. So let me just slacken these 2 bolts off very, very gently, and then hopefully we can start to make a bit more sense out of this cylinder and get it to spin. Okay, so now just slacken these bolts off, as I said before, and now this now spins freely. But now what you want to do is just slowly bring this cylinder down, just so it just touches and kisses that back blade. So do it in increments. So start with this one, 1, 2, and that one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and all we're doing is starting to bring back this back blade into position now. Oh, here comes a little Riley boy. I need to back it off slightly. Yes, Riley? Say again, mate. Oh, you got me a Coke? Yeah. Oh, you're a good boy. Bring it round then. Mind where you're stepping. Go careful, careful. It's in the room. Say hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Riley boy's a bit hot and bothered today, ain't you, Riley?
Ow, ow, ow,
Is it? Be careful, buddy.
Is it a bit here?
No, we're doing recording. We're doing putting the cylinder back in, the blade back in the mower. See?
For me?
Ransomes Marquis.
Is it working now?
Not yet. So now what I've done, I've just fine-tuned this one. This one's a bit high compared to this one. So now I've just brought them in together, and now we're getting that noise. The blade is starting to spin freely. It's just starting to cut. You hear that? That's the noise you're after. So I think I've got mine set about right. And what you can do is get a bit of paper out of the book. I've got my DeWalt 3-year guarantee here. I can use a bit of the old manual, what to do. Let's take a page out of that. And what you can now do is put that in and now start to cut the paper. Do it in little tiny strips, a little bit easier. You can now put it in, and when it starts to cut the paper, you know that you're there. So that's nearly there. So let's just go one more half notch on that one, or not even half notch, you know, just a turn. Literally just going to take the slack up that much and do that one as well. And now let's see how we're doing. There you go. So now it's just starting to touch. Not quite there. It is here though. Let's cut in that one. Not that one. So that one's still quite high. So let's bring that one down a touch more. Try that. That might be just a hair's breadth too much. Touch more, I think. Yeah, just a touch. We're nearly there. I might have to back the other one off. Just a smidge. Now it's starting to cut there. Not quite there. It's gone down a touch more. It's just starting to cut. And cutting that side. So yeah, literally, we are so close. I'll come down to a touch on that one. And a touch on that one. And it is just fine tuning now. So they're on. So that'll do that for now. We now have the cylinder now in place, which is good. I'll leave the paper in there for now, I'll get the paper out later on. And now we're going to refit the spindle, which has got my nice new oak rollers on there, which is good. So we'll get them set back into place. There's only just 2 bolts. You've seen me do them before in the other video. I'll get them set in, I'll come back. Okay, and that's now the spindle with rollers put back on now. I've set it to the highest setting for now. I've got to adjust all that later on when we go to cut. But my grass has pretty much had it at the minute due to the weather. But the cylinder is now just touching. A bit more fine tuning as and when we've got to get it running. But we're nearly there now. So the next thing I've got to do is come go around the side and start to put the cogs and the chain, all that sort of stuff back on, which would be good. But I'll say that for the next video. I'll try and keep these videos down to about 15-20 minutes if I can. But with the grinding and cutting stuff in there also, it should make the video up to be quite a good length. So I don't want to bore you guys with an hour-long videos like the last couple we've had of stripping down. But hopefully you've enjoyed that one. And that's how you fit a cylinder back into a Ransom Marquis. Right, so there you have it. That's how you fit in the cylinder and how you adjust them. Just remember, just to come down in tiny, not even quarter turn, just little tiny nicks at a time. Bring them down together so each one cuts a blade, and then give it the old paper test and make sure it cuts it. There's a few more adjustments to be made on this yet. As and when I get it actually outside and running, I'll probably back the cylinder off slightly, just give it a quick run up and down the garden, and then just bring it down again nice and slowly, just to bed that knife in properly, because it is a brand new knife on the back of that. So I'm looking super forward to doing it. What's next to be done is I've got to put on the cogs, the clutch plates, all that sort of stuff. I've got to refit the drive cable and mechanism. That's on its way back from Mr. Martin Butler over at Retro Restore. He's chromed them all up for me, powder coated back into chrome again. I've just got to lacquer them up, so I'll save that video for the last one. And then after that, I think we'll go for a fire up. We're nearly there, people. We're nearly there. So hopefully you would have seen about 5 or 6 videos on this Ransom Marquis, and there's not many videos out there showing you guys and girls how to do these lawnmowers other than putting it into a shop. And you can save yourself a little bit of money by doing it yourself, but obviously there are specialist bits of equipment, and sometimes you need to put it into shops like Chiller's Garden Machine to get the blades done. That's not something I would attempt on my own. But everything else is out there for knowledge, so hopefully you have enjoyed this. If this is the first time I'm watching Micks Mowers, hit the old subscribe button and whack your bell, set notifications to all, and that'll tell you when I've done a video or two on my satellite wiki live stream, which starts at 6:30 PM UK time. I look forward to the next episode very, very soon, but until then, people, don't forget, more importantly, take it easy.